Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Decipher Games Radio. This is show number 3. I'm your host, Mark Tuttle, and this show is about all things Decipher. Welcome, everybody, and happy April Fool's Day to you. First, before we begin, have to apologize for last week. You're my witness on this, Dan.
I gotcha.
We sat in here to do this last week, and the software gnomes decided that the computer software was not going to work, it was not going to load, and we couldn't do the show.
Kaboom.
Dan was disappointed. Dan Bojanowski, the brand manager for the Lord of the Rings trading card game and MegaMan TCG, joining us this week. And we're going to talk a little bit about Black Rider. Dan, welcome.
Howdy. All
right, Black Rider's been out for, about 2 weeks now?
2 weeks today.
Something like that. Pretty exciting. A lot of good stuff in the set. Everybody's telling us. So tell us what's new with Lord of the Rings TCG and Black Rider.
Well, as you mentioned, Black Rider is released, and players are getting excited. We've had 1 week of sanctioned tournament play with Black Rider and Rotation, so we're hearing reports of how that's going and how the expanded format is taken off.
Now, Black Rider is the first expansion in the Shadows block, so with the new sites and the new minion cultures and things like that, how's it flowing together? What are we hearing?
Well, Black Rider's really cool. I'm really happy with how it turned out. There's a big focus on resistance and the new block keywords, the muster, toil, and lurker. Mm-hmm. We've added new cards and expanded on the new cultures, the new shadow cultures, the men, the orcs, the Uruk-hai, and the wraiths. New decks have surfaced, Orc Weapon Abuse, Orc Discard, Nazgul Condition, Uruk Resistance Suppression. The Evil Men got a bunch of cool key cards like the Mouth of Sauron and Countless Companies and Mumak Rider, some things to really enhance strategies. Shadows got them started, but Black Rider is really going to let those cultures really take off. Now,
the next question I was going to ask you is what's happening in the meta right now? What's probably the most popular thing people are playing?
It's really difficult to say at this point. There have not, like I said, Black Rider came, and with Black Rider came lots of changes. In addition to 194 new cards, we also saw the rotation of the Fellowship block from standard format. So we've got just 1 week of tournaments to look at. I've heard from my perusing of message boards and fan sites and things like that and talking to people, there's Sudden Fury is getting some buzz and some new Hobbit decks, and people are trying some new things, but of course there are the old standbys of Morks and Gandalf and Dwarves, and those things are all still going to be strong even with rotation. Site path manipulation is always huge, and it seems like people are continually realizing how strong that is. Follow Smeagol in every deck and all that good stuff.
All right, but overall it seems Black Rider has met with a pretty good response out there.
You bet. It's selling really well, and players are enjoying it.
All right, now a few weeks ago, we were at the Gamma Trade Show in Las Vegas, and this is a big industry trade show for the hobby gaming industry. And we announced a couple of things out there, including a new product that's finally going to allow us to release some more of those terrific Weta Workshop created images. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I can tell you a lot. I know pretty much everything, and an official announcement will be coming soon. But here on Decipher Games Radio, I can tell you some of the more specific details. The full name for this product is Expanded Middle-earth Deluxe Draft Box. It's quite a mouthful, but it's descriptive.
Wait, hold on. What's that again? Expanded?
Expanded Middle-earth Deluxe Draft Box.
So it's the EMEDDB.
Yeah, sure.
Did I do that first?
Probably.
Okay.
All right. Well,
what will be in the EMEDDB?
Well, here's
or
what
EMEDB.
What's in there? It's essentially a draft in a box. This product will appeal to tournament players, to draft players, to collectors. Inside this pack, there will be 3 facings. There will be 3 different ones that you can purchase. There will be a window on the front so you know which one you're getting, so you can, if you're looking to complete the set of these, there's no guesswork, there's no randomness in the premium cards in these boxes.
And the premium cards are the Weta cards?
Yes, there are in each of these packs, there will be a total of 10 cards. There will be 5 unique cards in each of them, 2 copies of each. So when you purchase, if you want, let's say, four of each of these cards, you need to purchase 2 of each of the facings.
Okay.
Of the 5 new cards in each facing, 3 of them are Weta cards. And
do we know who that's going to be?
Well, I can give you some hints.
Okay,
give you some hints. There are going to be some elves. Some of the elves that you may have seen some pictures of.
This is a
That's a hint. The elves.
Okay. There could be an elf.
Some multiple elves.
Oh.
Ooh, some brotherly elves.
This isn't the elf on elf thing, is it?
No.
All right.
There will be some Weta Minions. Have we seen any Weta Minions yet?
No, I don't think we have.
There will be 2 Weta Minions.
Ooh.
And then there's
I know what they are.
There's a couple from the Gandalf culture.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
One from the Gondor culture. Let me just do that. There's 3 from the Elven culture. 2 from the Gandalf culture. 1 from the Dwarven culture. 1 from Gondor culture, and 2 from the Orc culture.
Now, explain for us again what the Weta cards are, in case somebody's not really familiar with what we're talking about here. New people that have jumped on Sent Shadows might not be familiar with this.
Okay. Weta cards are very cool. They are images from Middle-earth, from the Tolkien's masterwork, that were not seen in the movies. We worked with Weta. Weta is the studio that made all the props, made all the costuming for the Lord of the Rings movies. So we contracted with them to get these images made, such as Tom Bombadil, who all the fans wanted to see what he would look like if he was done in the movie. And on our cards, you can see that. Mm-hmm. All these cards have a little bug, it's called a Weta bug, in the bottom right-hand corner or just above the collector number.
Sure. So it identifies it as a Weta card.
Yep.
Something you didn't see in the movie, because we'll pull a lot of images from things that, the fourth orc from the right kind of thing, but
right.
When you see the Weta bug, you know that this is something that was created specifically by Weta for us for this project. Right. So.
But let me finish talking. I talked a little bit about the premium cards in there. Those cards specifically are being designed for booster draft play. Mm-hmm. In each of these packs, there will be 6 companions and 4 minions, so that each of those companions and minions are designed with draft play in mind. So you'll be able to take this pack and go ahead and draft right out of it. Behind each of the 10 cards will be 4 booster packs, 2 of them from Shadows, 1 from Black Rider, and 1 from Bloodlines. So it's the War of the Ring block and plus the 10 cards. So you'll be able to take that and draft.
Will you have to bring a Sight Path with you?
Yes. Sight Path, Ring Bearer, and Ring.
Okay. Sounds good. And you said an official announcement is coming up very soon on this.
Yep. But look for that in the fall.
The EMEDDB.
You bet.
You heard it here first. All right, now, you are also the brand manager for the MegaMan TCG. This is a youth-based product based on the MegaMan Anti-Warrior cartoon that's currently running on Kids WB as MegaMan Access. And again, at Gamma, you announced a pretty nice release schedule for MegaMan. What do we got?
Yeah. We have... In May, we've got the Net Battle Box, which is got some older product with some promo cards in it, but it's a great starting product for people looking to get into the game. And
it's a great product for, 2 kids can sit down, they've got everything they need to play right in front of them. They've got decks, they've got play mats, they've got instructions, all that stuff. So it's a good 2-player starter kit for kids that might want to get into it.
And then we also have Cyber Network, another expansion releasing in July with Access, another expansion releasing in October. So we've got a decent release schedule going. In addition to the products that are coming out, we have just announced MegaMan Super Battles. Mm-hmm. These are big regional tournaments that are happening. I just posted a 4th one yesterday. So there are 4 of them posted I think they're in the Midwest, and I'm working on a couple more in other countries and in different parts of the country. So there's a buy into the second round of the MegaMan TCG World Championship, some uncut sheets, some cool exclusive foils, other neat things that MegaMan TCG players will want to get.
All right. If you haven't tried MegaMan, folks, you should check it out. Go to megamantcg.fanhq.com. Download the sample decks and give it a whirl. It's actually a pretty fun game.
You bet.
Who's your favorite net navvy?
Well, that's a tough question. I would have to go with Magic Man, though. He was the first deck I ever built of MegaMan TCG was Magic Man.
Yeah.
And, that's just my first love, so.
He ruled. That's actually the one I'm playing right now, too.
Yeah. He's got some really cool cards.
He's got some nasty stuff. All right, who would win in a fight? Aragorn or MegaMan? So you're a brand manager for both. How do you resolve these complex issues, Dan, on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I think It would be a tough fight, but I think a blaster beats a sword. Aragorn can try to block it, but it goes through.
All right. Quick contest here, folks. You guys love the Decipher Games Radio contests, and since we're talking about Black Rider a lot in this week's show, that's what we're going to talk about. Black Rider Enhanced introduced several new strategies to Lord of the Rings TCG. We're curious to see what you're doing with it. So for this contest, we want you to send us your Lord of the Rings deck list that includes cards from Black Rider. We'd also like a brief description of the strategy that you picked up from Black Rider. Now, we're going to choose 2 of these. We'll pick one at random, but then we'll also pick one that we think is just the best deck that we see. All right? So we're going to give 2 of you a chance to win Uncut Sheet from Black Rider. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. And your deck could also be featured on the Lord of the Rings site as some content. We want to put up some of these and show people what people are playing, what people like.
All right, so get your deck together, folks. We will allow you to post one entry in this contest. Please put DGR Contest in the subject line and your full mailing address in the body itself. Send that to radio@decipher.com. All right, and get those into us by 5 p.m. Wednesday of next week. Please also note that the decks you send us become property of Decipher, and we may post them on the site as we see fit. So good luck. Get those into us by next Wednesday at 5 p.m., folks. Give us your Black Rider decks, and you just might win some good stuff from Decipher. Good looking Uncut Sheet. All right, pre-orders for the next WARS TCG expansion, Edge of a Sword, are due next Friday, and for the last couple of days, I actually snuck into the art department and swiped a couple of really cool cards from Edge of a Sword that I've been posting on the website.
Yeah, Raving Red Jane is pretty sweet.
Yeah, we showed you Raving Red Jane. We showed the Pack Rat Lounge yesterday. Today we're going to show you as our sneak peek on DGR one of my favorite Quay cards from Edge of a Sword. You will not believe the game text on this one, folks. Check it out. Here's where you can find it. Go to warstcg.fanhq.com/articles/article.aspx ? ID = 762. And you can check that out right there. It's good stuff. Next week, Will Raymond, the Decipher Organized Play Coordinator, joins us as we venture into the Territorial Open Championship season, otherwise known as the TOC. So we'll talk all about that next Friday. Now, we'd love to know what you think of Decipher Games Radio. Please email us. Let us know. radio@decipher.com. That's all for this week on Decipher Games Radio. Have a good one, folks.